If you guys are unaware, I did not know this, guys. I did not know this until I actually saw this in Dollar Tree. They had a case that was full of seeds. Boy, it's a lot of insects out here today too, y'all. There's a case in there that has a lot of seeds in them. I'm all about plants, stuff like that. You know, when I'm not working on my cars or some kind of light electrical work or some kind of construction or carpentry work, my plants is what give me peace. My plants are everything to me. Mainly banana plants. That was the kickoff to like all my other plants that I started to grow. And let me clarify one thing also. Banana plants, they are herbs. They're not plants. They're not trees. A lot of the time you might hear me say plants or a tree or whatever like that. And that's fine. You can name it whatever you want because it's your plant. But once you start to get into technical terms, you want to make sure that you address it the right way and in the correct terms. Banana trees and plants are herbs. Repeat after me, herbs. Like I said, I hadn't had time to come out because it's been raining like crazy. But the good part about it, we've been receiving a lot of extra lightning and storms. Lightning produces nitrogen. And that's one of the times that they love extra water. So that's a good time for you because you don't have to water. But at the same time, you have to make sure that you're keeping an eye on them. In case you have a broken leaf or something like that, you want to make sure that you get those leaves cut. Cut those immediately. That way it won't stunt the growth of your plant. And that goes for every plant. You got to make sure you trim. As long as you trim, they're going to come back quicker. Your roots are going to be able to spread out and grow a little bit better. My 5 crops that you must plant right now. It's not too late. You can plant these crops right now. It's not just about planting. It's about making sure that we can produce fruit. That's the biggest thing, is producing fruit. My 5 crops that I recommend that you plant right now, it's not too late. We actually planted these right before we got a lot of the rain. You guys have to make sure that you're looking at your weather so you can make sure that you're doing the right steps at the right time, if that makes sense. If you know you're going to have a lot of rain, you want to make sure that you don't overwater your plants because the rain is going to take care of everything else. Fertilizers that are like rich in nitrogen, and people didn't know this, and this is something I just learned maybe 3 years ago, is that's the best time that your plants have a stronger chance of surviving and making sure that they become fruiting plants. And it surprised me because I didn't know Dollar Tree had seeds, but they do. And for those of you that feel like they're not good seeds, these are excellent seeds. They started, I'm going to show you guys exactly, what these seeds have done over the past week. Everything has sprouted and everything is germinated. And I have one that I actually didn't think was going to germinate. So I kind of got worried about it and I kind of got in my feelings about it. But I'm going to show you guys everything that I planted. I'm going to show you exactly when I planted it. I'm going to show you each one. But before we do that, before I go and show you my progress on these plants, these are just some of the things that I actually planted this year, and it's still not too late. Even if you guys go to Dollar General or Dollar Tree or whatever today and grab you some seeds, they will grow. The only thing is the germination time is going to be, it's going to be a little lengthy for germination time. But I'm going to show you guys, this is going to be for another video. I'll try to cram everything in one video so you guys can get the most out of every video. But I'm going to be showing you guys a trick to make your seeds germinate quicker. So you can go from the germination stage. And I'm going to say this also. A lot of your seeds that germinate anywhere from 5 to 10 days for your plants to germinate. Now, if you like me, you might be a little impatient, and sometimes I can be impatient. I'm ready to go ahead and get it done when I'm trying to get it done right then and there, and not later. Some red cherry tomatoes. I made sure I got some red cherry tomatoes. Cucumbers. I love cucumbers in my salad. I can eat those any time of the day. Cucumbers. Now cucumbers grow very rapidly, and the more that you can go ahead and take off the vine, the quicker they grow, and the quicker you can't let these sit on the vine and get bigger or whatnot, but you want them a decent size before you cut them, because when you cut these right here, guess what? As soon as you cut one off, 2 of them might grow back, or another one that you have on there that you haven't harvested yet, it has the chance to get bigger. Another one of my favorites that grows astronomically fast is summer squash. Summer squash grows very fast, very fast. Everything that I'm showing you right now on this video, these are seeds that are going to grow extremely fast, and even a beginner can do it. Another one of my favorites is summer squash. Summer squash, it grows rather quickly also. Big red tomatoes. And last but not least, this seed right here was the last one to actually germinate. To be honest, I just wanted to put them in the ground, let them grow, and let them do their thing. I wish I would have went ahead and did my little germination trick on these seeds right here, but I didn't. I just wanted them to grow naturally, and I'm gonna show you the progress. But hot peppers, jalapeno peppers, like I said, these were the last ones to actually start to germinate. And like I said, I got worried about them at first, so I didn't know if they were going to go ahead and germinate or what. But all right, so these are very small, so you guys might have to put your magnifying glass on, because these are very small. So okay, so you guys can see that right there. That's the seed right there. So usually how you can make this germinate a little bit faster, or what I normally do with these seeds right here is I cut off, can't hardly see it, but there's a tip. Let's see if I can focus in on it. I might have to show you guys what I'm talking about kind of off of this, but there's a little tip on every seed. You know, there's a tip. Mainly on these, if you can see that tip right there, the very tip. You can see that very tip on there. I usually take a pair of scissors and I cut the tip. Don't damage the seed. Just cut the little tip off. It's just a little bitty little snip of the little top right there. Just snip it a little bit. So once you snip it, it can grow a little bit faster. and it'll germinate faster. So I'm gonna put this seed back up because seeds are, I don't like to lose seeds. I feel like every seed is very important, and then plus I don't want this to fly away and it germinate somewhere that it don't need to germinate. So, and years ago, I used to be a beginner also. I actually learned a lot from trial and error. I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna show you exactly how fast these seeds that I just showed you. I'm gonna show you exactly how fast they germinate. And I hadn't even applied fertilizer to them. I didn't even put I didn't even use any potting soil or anything. I just used regular dirt. I'm pretty sure a lot of the dirt around here has a lot of nutrients already built into them, so I really don't worry about that. And before I get to fertilizing them like I want to fertilize them, I'm gonna make sure that they're big enough to take some fertilization. So what we're gonna do right now, so I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna show you these different ones, and please don't come in me in the comments. I know a lot of what I plant in these different planters and stuff like that, they're gonna get bigger than the planter, but that's when you take your extra precautions to actually put stakes in the ground and let them grow around stakes and stuff like that, so they can grow up a trellis or whatever you may. As you know, the summer heat here in Memphis can cook your vegetables very quickly. I try to water them early in the morning, or sometimes I can't get to them until I actually get off. Okay, this is my summer squash right here, and over here on this side, this is the other summer squash. I have some green summer squash, and I have some yellow summer squash. And even though they look identical to each other, they are different colors. This one is green, this one is going to be yellow. Man, it is hot, you guys. It is scorching out here. And around this time that the sun, you see the sun behind me, you want to make sure that you don't water when the sun is straight up in the sky, because it's not going to do nothing but cook your plants. It's too early to do any cooking on your plants. So you want to make sure that you do that at the correct time, which is pretty much early in the morning or kind of in the evening. These are my cucumbers. So they're coming in pretty good. Yep. And also, I'm gonna show you I got a couple tomatoes in here. If you did like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you turn on those post notifications, and make sure you leave a like, and make sure you leave a comment. Even if you're leaving a comment to say hello, bye-bye, or whatever, leave me a comment. Let me know exactly what part of the world you're watching me from. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Until then, check it later.